Quiet Sandy Wyllie. How many of you know that book, I'm Glad My Mother Died by Jennette McCurdy? The child actress. When I first saw that book out on the bookshelves, I was like, she stole the title of my next book. It was like, as soon as I saw it, I said, I'm buying that book. I went right away and purchased it. Because I thought I was the only one who hated my mother. Because all growing up, everyone only said nice things about their mothers. I never heard anyone say anything negative. And I felt like, I was the only one who hated my mother. Like, it was just like, it was just me. Even mothers that used to hit their kids, the kids still thought their mothers were great, that, that was disciplining them, and, they were bad. I think the thing is that they felt more that they did something wrong than their mothers did something wrong. But yeah, when I saw that book, I said, finally, someone else, hates her mom just as much as I did. And I had good reason to hate my mother. My mother put on a show for everyone. She acted like, she was completely narcissistic. You want to talk about narcissism? Narcissistic personality disorder? Well, she thought she was like the best mother out there, okay? Now, anyone who thinks they're the best of anything is conceited and narcissistic. I don't care how rich and famous or successful you are, nobody's perfect. If I came on here and I said I'm the best karaoke singer out there, what would you think? Right away you'd say, no way, she's full of herself. She's got to be narcissistic. She's conceited. Okay? No one is the best, okay? And also, I believe that no one is the worst of something. And that's what she used to tell me. I'm the best mother, And she used to, play the part in front of everyone else, with the home-baked pies and everything. But when she got me alone, I'm going to let you in on stuff that I didn't even tell my therapist about. How about that? She wanted everything spotless. Remember I did a video, well, go and check it if you don't remember it, on OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. She had that too. Everything had to be perfect. When I mean perfect, I mean nothing out of place, okay? And if anything was out of place, she'd throw it away. If she found a toy of mine on the floor or something, in the trash. She would break my toys. If my room, she'd come in my room, right? Even when I'm older, like, a teenager, like 17 or 18 or something, like an adult, and she would take everything, all my drawers, and dump them on my bed. Pull out all my drawers and dump everything on my bed, and she'd say, clean up this effing mess now. Imagine someone going in your room when you're an older child, like you're an adult child, still living at home. Maybe you're like 18. I didn't get legal age, you're almost legal age, and you have no privacy whatsoever. She took everything out and dumped it on my bed. She broke my things. Once she found a vibrator in my room, and she called me a slut, a whore, all kinds of horrible things. What do you do with this? I think I was like 18 or 19. I don't remember, but I wasn't a little kid with a vibrator, okay? I was like an adult woman, you know, and she broke it. She broke it on me. She would break my things. She would go in my room and she would break my things. And she'd hit me. I started hitting back. One time I pushed her down on the ground. I got to the point one time where no more, I'm not taking your shit anymore. And I started fighting back. And people would say, that's horrible, you should never do that. But if someone is hitting you, what are you going to do? Stand there like a, you know, what are you going to do? Say, go at me, go at me. You're going to defend yourself, right? You're going to fight back. But it's your mother. I don't care if it's your mother. You lay a hand on me, and I'm going to lay a hand on you. And I don't care who you are. All right? You ain't going to hurt me, and I'm going to sit there and take it. No way. Okay? It ain't happening, baby. It just ain't happening. You lay a hand on me and watch out. Yeah. So yeah, I did push and hit my own mother because I'm not going to sit there and be a target for someone's abuse. No way. It ain't happening. Oh, I know many people will probably like argue and say that's horrible, and you know, they'll probably hate me and write nasty things in the comments and everything, but yeah, that's just how I feel, you know what I mean? If you're gonna abuse me, I'm gonna defend myself. So, you know, it didn't happen right away. I mean, she beat me up all my childhood, and I didn't touch her, you know, because I was little, you know. I mean, when you're a little person, you're not going to go up against a big person, right? You're just a child. But after years of torment, you build up armor, and then you start fighting back. But yeah, she broke my toys, she broke my possessions, I had no privacy. She'd go in my room and dump all my stuff out. If anything was out of place, it'd be thrown out. Yeah, if she found something where it didn't belong, it'd be thrown out. And everything had to be spotless. You just couldn't relax. Her house was like a museum. She had, I don't know if you guys know what Dresden is. I didn't know what it was either. I wouldn't know what it was if she didn't buy it. But it is some fancy knickknack that costs like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. For one little piece like this big, it's probably like $500 to $700. Some stupid, outrageous thing. And, you know, my father made like probably like minimum wage. He was, he used to ship things, you know, and he never kept a job because he was schizophrenic. Like, he probably made minimum wage. What does a shipper do? That's what my father does. Well, they put things in boxes, they put labels on it, and they ship it out. It doesn't take any education to do that. And they pay as shit. What did my mother do? Although my father did have a certificate in accounting. He got at Bentley College. He did get that later on in life, but my mother had an 8th grade education. She didn't even finish. Did she even have an 8th grade? She didn't even go to high school. Let's put it that way. She didn't even go to high school. So she wasn't even a high school dropout. She never even went. And she, all my childhood, what she did, she babysat. Now, how did she babysit? She put the kids to bed or in front of a TV. That's it. Didn't do anything else. You know, you call that babysitting? Taking care of children? And she used to babysit doctors' children, right? People with, you know, who were doctors. And they would pay her pretty good because they're doctors. They think that, you know, she fooled them all because she's a middle-aged woman with an immaculate home, very expensive, you know, knickknacks, this gold couch. I thought I was the only one that gold couch that you see me on videos in, that was my parents in my parents' home. And then I see this woman, I won't mention her name. One of my subscribers, you know who you are. And she had a gold couch in her video. And I go, wow, that's so cool. Because I thought I was the only one who had a gold couch. I like it. It's retro. Can't you tell I'm a retro woman? I like it. So yeah, she had all this, oh yeah, and oriental rugs, you know, you couldn't, and if you got a drop of anything on her floor, like, you know how kids have accidents, like they spill milk. It happens, you know, accidents happen, like when my children spill milk on the floor, on the table, I said, don't worry about it, let's get a paper towel and clean it up. It's an accident, you know, they didn't do it on purpose. Her? She'd go ballistic. She'd start swearing you F and that and cursing me and probably slap me around. It would be like the end of the world if you got a drop of anything on her precious tile kitchen floor, which was probably like $100 a tile. I kid you not. My parents were poor. But the way the house was and everything, and the way, you know, you would never guess they were poor. But yeah, they spent their money on stupid things. You know, she had this diamond ring. My father didn't get it for her. She went out and got her own ring or whatever, so everyone thought it was like 3 carats. It was so huge. It took up her whole finger. It looked tacky. Yeah, so when I saw that Jennette McCurdy book, I'm glad my mother died, I thought I was the only one in the world who celebrated her mother's death. I said, I must be the only person in the world who, you know, is happy my mother died. I felt total freedom, totally free. And I thought, at the time, because my parents died 3 months apart, first my mother and 3 months later my dad, I thought finally now I can have a relationship with my dad. But that never happened because he died a few months later. Why I say that is because my mother always interfered with my relationship with my dad. She was insanely jealous because I loved my dad. My dad was one of the best. I mean, even though he was schizophrenic, he was a great dad. He would listen to me for hours and hours. Just read my book, Life with My Schizophrenic Father, and you'll find out some of the crazy things me and my dad did. He was so patient, so loving, and so kind, and he always, you know, he never lost his temper with me. He always listened to me. Not my mother. She didn't want to listen at all. My TV show's on. Get out of here. And she'd take her shoe off and throw it at me. You know? If I try to talk to her, God forbid, during the Oprah show, oh, don't go near her during the Oprah show. Even if it is my birthday. You think she could, you know, spend a little time with me on my birthday. She'd take her shoe off and throw it at me. My show's on. Get the F out of here. You're stupid. No one would want you for a friend. You're this way. You're that way. Yeah. You know, you can't do nothing. You can't go to college. So, yeah. And the thing is, no teacher knew this because I never told any of the teachers. I never told one of my friends how she was. Not one. I just kept it all to myself. So maybe that's why, as an adult, I come out here in public and I tell the world